So that's where it started for me. Little trips to the pub. So I lived on this estate for years. Never once went into the pub, apart from this one day. Started drinking, and I absolutely loved it. Some of the best times of my life drinking, meeting loads of new people. But it got hold of me big time. Because I'm one of them, me. I'm either zero or all art, and I'm that all art person. If I'm drinking, I'm doing it where I can't walk, move. It's very rare that I'll just have a couple of pints. I don't know if a lot of you are like that, or is it just me, but wow, what I used to put myself through. So I'll just give you a little example. So I'd drink, I'd have about, I'm not gonna say how much. It'd be like, my round was a triple vodka with a tiny bit of cola in it, just to make it easable. I'd neck that and I'd have a sambuca straight after. So I couldn't wait to get there and get proper drunk. I couldn't be one of these guys with a pint, what would just sip a pint and have a casual talking, like socialisation. I couldn't do that. So I wanted them, me, proper boom, boom, getting it down me. Then once I were like at that stage, that's when other stuff happens, and it is hard to talk about it, and because obviously people that know me might watch this, but I'd then be on that for like 4 days, 3 days solid. There'd be some days I'd had a job at this time, like labouring, because I got banned from boxing. All my money went, which I didn't really, I saved a bit, but not much, about £6,000 or something. That all went on it. So I'd be doing that for like 3 days solid. I'd be having no sleep. I'd be going to work with no sleep, in a right state. And I've already like spoke about this in the past, but this is for my channel. So I just put myself in a physical mess. I used to lay in bedroom, secretly, taking it for days and days and days. I used to make stories up. My phone used to be off. And I got fat, proper depressed. I were seeing things I thought people were talking about me. The one time I went downstairs because I thought someone were bageling the house at 3 in the morning. I was going round with a knife. Just got you that scared and paranoid, the stuff. And I'd be twitching through curtain windows and stuff all night. I can remember one night, I think a bit of trouble happened in the pub or somewhere else. And I had a bat. And no one was there. I was stood behind the door with a bat in a position, must have been for an hour. I couldn't even move, my arm was shaking. And I was just gonna wrap the bat around someone. But no one was there, it was paranoia. So, a bit fast forward, I was doing that for about a year. Horrible time. I used to look at myself in the mirror and think, what have you become, Liam? You're better than this. I felt like I was stuck in a different body. My mind were a boxer, an athlete, a clean living guy, but I'm stuck in a different body, a different mind. My mind changed like that. So that was that. I ended up doing that much stuff. I ended up in hospital with an overdose. So I walked downstairs once. My partner saw me. I was dripping wet through, white as a ghost. I was going in and out of consciousness. When I shut my eyes, must have been a hallucination. I thought I were in a battlefield. I thought I were in war. and there were a big wall and there were bombs coming over, and I were under this wall, mad. It's mad, but it's the truth. This is what my experience where I thought I were in armour. I thought it was World War III, and I snapped out of it, and it scared me, and I'm like, what the heck? Went downstairs. As soon as she saw me, she went, what's up with you? Took me to, ambulance come. So I had to make dreaded phone call to ambulance, tell them what were happening. They obviously come to the door, and they said, before they come, they said, do you feel like hurting anyone? Are you hallucinating? And at the time I said, no, I'm all right, which I don't think I were ever going to hurt anyone. I don't think I've got that in me, especially in hospital staff anyway. So I said, no, I'm feeling fine. Just make sure I hurry up. And my chest were like an elephant was sat on it. And it was horrible. I thought I was going to go in that hospital and die. I couldn't talk, couldn't move, pure panic and pure regret, because I thought, I'm dead, I've killed myself. There's no coming back from this, I've killed myself. And hospital woman come, they were fine. And as soon as they strapped me to this ECU, is it ICU, whatever it's called, something where you put it on your heart, she went, I think it's a suspected heart attack. And I thought, wow, as soon as she said that, I started having a seizure. My arms were up in air, everything. So they injected me with something. And I was saying to a woman, but she was right blurry, her face, and I was like I was fighting for my life. I was saying, give me oxygen, I can't breathe. It's funny now, but this is what people are going through. Drug pandemic's crazy. So I was like, she went, I can't give you oxygen, it'll make you worse, you've just got to breathe. So she gave me this shot, I don't know if it were adrenaline. And within half an hour I calmed down. I couldn't relax my arms, they were like that in air and bent arms and stuff. And they were saying my heart's 160 beats per minute. And anything over 100 beats per minute, naturally, it's dangerous. Mine were 160 something. Sirens come on and they blasted me to hospital, and I was just in pure panic. I was saying to her, am I gonna die? But the thing is, she weren't answering me. She weren't saying, no, you're all right, Liam. She was being silent. I'm thinking, oh my God, what's happening here? I'm gonna die. So I shut my eyes and I said to myself, please God, if I get through this, I won't touch a drink again or a drug. I will proper change my life around. This was like 2 years, 8 months ago, something like that. So I ended up being in hospital, had all tests. She said the amount what were in my system, she couldn't believe how much were in my system. She said I should be dead. And she was like asking me all these mad questions. Am I suicidal and that? And at the time I probably were, you know. Probably were. I was killing myself. But I said to her no, because I thought if I said yeah, she's going to keep me. So they wanted to keep me, but I signed myself out. They tried giving me these tablets to calm my heart rate down, because I couldn't go out of hospital till my heartbeat went down. And it did a bit, but it took days and days, weeks and weeks. I was going to have my heart reshocked, because it was, I don't know if it were irregular heartbeat or it was just beating too fast. So I thought, right, I've got to change. So this is how I stopped it. I had a scare, a life-death scare, where I thought we were going to die. So that gave me a kick up the arse. So what she said to me, what were quite surprising to me, and it really went home to me. Said, I've seen many people in here, Liam, saying with you what's coming, and they don't leave. You're very lucky. This little speech what this woman did to me, and I'm quite not an emotional person, me. She said to me, when you go out here, you've got to change. You've been given another chance. I've seen people not come out for what you've done to yourself. And she said something to me, and it made me cry, it made me well up. So I thought, you know what, this woman cares. I thought, the boxing world let me down as a person. I give my life and soul to boxing. Everything I give to that sport, and I got nothing back. I thought all these big promoters were going to step in. Stupid, I don't know why. I thought all these promoters were going to step in and help me. Boxers were going to fight for my case, but no one did. No one did. And this is how I stopped. When you realise that nobody's coming to help you, is when it really hits home. No one is coming to help you, only yourself. You've got to make that change now, because I get hundreds of messages, people asking, can you help me with my alcoholism, can you help me with drugs? And I do message back to some, but like, it's only you what can help yourself, and you can't have this hospital scare, because you might not survive it. And yeah, how I got over it, just like that, bang, driven, thought, you know what, I'm doing it. They all laughed at me. Everyone laughed at me. I said, I'm coming back to boxing. I'm going to do the best I can. I'm going to earn 20 grand. I'm going to get a mortgage for an house. And it were an unrealistic goal I made for myself, which I knew I weren't going to achieve. But I bypassed it by miles. And it just shows you your way of thinking. I never thought I would have got £20,000. Never mind what I've earned in my career. I've only earned money in my last 2 years. And like I said, I bought my house and I paid it off. And this is the thing on the other side of alcohol and drugs is the chat. See, I don't like to say the other one because I'm ashamed. I can say alcohol, but I don't like to say the other one. So I'm ashamed of it. I'm ashamed what I've put my family through. With my mum and dad, what helped me big time at Christmases. I had no money. They were borrowing me money and never paid them back. And I owe a lot to my family, what's helped me. So how I started, I thought, you know what, I'm coming back boxing. I'm going to do something with my life. Like I said, people who were close were laughing, Liam, you're not going to stop drinking. I thought, you watch, I'm going to prove you're all wrong. Well, they didn't say it in a nasty way, it was just like, in a lad's jokey way, there's no chance you're stopping drinking. And I did it, you know. I did it. In January, it'll be 3 years. Not one drop, not one little drop on my tongue has entered my body. And that is unbelievable. So I quit. Giant local gym. I thought, right, let me get on this running machine. Because my brain, when I was Commonwealth champion, and number 2 in Britain, 11 with IBF, I thought I could be that guy when I went out run. I thought, I'll easy piss an hour. And I couldn't, you know, I did 10 minutes and I was exhausted. My shirt was wet through on my back. And I just turned up every day. Watched a bit of David Goggins on telly. Watched Ronnie Coleman, I remember him. But the main one was David Goggins. I used to watch James English and all. He used to have a few addicts on there, and I used to think, used to inspire me. So I kept on doing it bit by bit, these little 10-minute runs. And it were hard. Your motivation will get you through a week, sometimes one day, but it stops, motivation stops. For me, you've got to have a goal, even if it's small. So I started with doing 10-minute runs. And progressively, I got to an hour within 3-4 weeks. And I was buzzing with that, felt amazing, felt on top of the world, felt important again, like I was getting somewhere. Then my friend said to me, do you want to run half a marathon? And I thought, I'm running an hour slower here, I've got no chance at half a marathon. And we did it. We did the half a marathon. And we were doing the half a marathons twice a week. That's how I lost my weight. I was so proud I did that half a marathon. So with Tegan passing and stuff, I thought, I'm gonna do a 100-mile run for Tegan to Manchester and back. I said to Hassan, let's do it. So me and Hassan run 100 miles for Tegan. And it killed us, absolutely killed us. They all laughed again, saying, you're never running 100 miles. But I did it, you know. I did it. So big shout out to Hassan for that. So then, joined Steel City Gym, boxing gym. Yeah, like I was saying, I joined Steel City Gym. Reunited. I was at that gym in 2002 when it first opened, so it means a lot to me, that gym. Got my manager, and that's it. This is where I am now, just being the best version possible as I can. We're all not world champions. We all can't be the best, but we can be the best we can be, to be fair. So yeah, my top tips though for stopping drinking is you've got to isolate yourself. You don't lose your friends, but you don't be in that environment for a bit. You know what's right and wrong. Fridays are bad days. Friday when it gets naughty on a Friday. So you've got to occupy yourself, go for a run, go swimming, go walking, watch videos. You have to do your best because there's another world outside of drinking, and once you master drinking and stop taking drugs, I promise you, there's a better world out there. You think clearly, you know what you want, you get goals in life. And it's best achievement ever. I won a Commonwealth belt. Me stopping drinking and learning and being a better person is far better than that. So yeah, that's my little story. I know it's dragged on for a bit, but I wish you well. And look, you can inbox me. I write back to normally everyone, to be fair. So yeah, good luck with journey, and just do it for you, your family, and most of all your kids, and that's what I did it for. So yeah, take care everyone.